Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today we're going to look at something I finally purchased after many years of hesitating for, I don't even know why, but I've got a box of Factory Seconds here from Musgrave. And I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's not lost on me that the label itself is actually a factory second. You can see where it wasn't cut properly, and the top of the Musgrave diamond logo is at the bottom, and you can see here it didn't quite get centered where it was supposed to. So maybe that's the point. I don't know. But I was ordering a bunch of other things from the website for the holidays, gifts, etc. And they had these for $5 for a box, 144, $5. And I thought, you know what, let me just get one and finally just see what, they just say it's going to be an assortment of pencils that obviously didn't come through the manufacturing process properly for whatever reason, miscentered core or damaged, in some way, and whatever, and so they go into, I guess, a big old bin, and then they box them up and sell them. So, but I thought, well, let me just see. I'd be interested to see for $5 what exactly one gets, and I through work and other parts of my life, I have occasion to go through a lot of pencils, give away a lot of pencils to students and things like that. So anyways, I'm not worried about being stuck with pencils because I can always find a home for them. So let's see what we've got in here. Well, one thing that it looks like to me, if I'm not mistaken, we'll see as we go through the box. Maybe let me get the lid over here for the. Looks like every pencil just about in here has a ferrule, and an eraser. So okay, so it looks like there are no uncapped pencils here. There are a lot of sort of, I guess I could call them student pencils, kids pencils with the fun wrappings on them, and so, but let's take a look here. Here is, some are just here's just a red pencil. I mean, the graphite is standard, black graphite, but it's painted red. Here's another one. Perhaps this was for a custom order. And the paint job's not great on either of these, which is perhaps why. It looks like we've got, here's a Indian Valley GC golf club, maybe? Look at this poor thing. Okay. So it looks like that got jammed up in the tipper where they put the ferrule on, perhaps, I'm guessing. And if that's all that's really wrong with, and you see to the imprint, look, it got printed there, it got printed here. So if that's all that's wrong with this pencil, I'm going to put it in my sharpener. There. How about that? Problem solved. Okay? So, perfect attendance award. Happy birthday from your teacher. Oh, I'm going to keep that one up. Principal is proud of me. Here's another one from Greenville Golf and Country Club. Again, it was double printed on both sides, it looks like. And it looked like, here was trimmed for the ferrule crimping, and here. So, up the ante, I'm guessing. I don't know what that means or what that was for. Here's just a nice plain round pencil. And this one has an interesting logo. It says USA #2. I like that. I like that one. This one's, here's another one. Unvarnished. Completely bare wood. It looks like this one has got a lot of splintering here where the ferrule went on. Anyways, again, here's a multiplication. Perfect attendance. We've got here CMS Collaborative Mastermind Squad. Ooh, wow. That'd be a interesting group. I'd rather be at the Burlington Arboretum. Okay. Maybe I would too. Here's again, a white. See what happens? I mean, I don't know Musgrave's manufacturing process, but obviously some of these, like, here's a bunch of white ones that got somehow the ferruling process got messed up. A lot of these red, these greens. Second graders are #1. Now here's one. Look at this one's got a big old gouge in it. Here's a pink one. Liberty Middle School. Here is You've Got Game. Okay. Pencil. Kind of a nicely finished. It's got a little lacquer on it. A lot of those other ones. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of scrape. People always say, who makes the Home Depot pencils? Well, Musgrave does. They make the standard size Home Depot pencils, and they make the Carpenter pencils, and they make the jumbo round pencils for Home Depot. And if you're not sure, here it is. Don't know what's wrong with this one. It actually looks pretty good to me. Maybe the paint is a little bit flawed, but it's nothing I wouldn't really notice offhand. Happy birthday. Again, so you have a really nice, interesting assortment. I'm going to try to flip these this way, because let's just see. Now I think, as we look, a lot of these are centered very nicely. So the reason they're in this box is not because the lead is off center, although you can see a number of cases also where it is not centered. But in a lot of cases, the core is centered just fine. So that is not the issue. The issue obviously is either something with the barrel or the ferrule, the paint, or it's splintered or something like that. But you know what? This is what you get for $5, and I actually think it's not a bad deal. Depending on your use. I collect pencils. I love pencils. I'm not a snob about them, though. I never have been. I know there are pencils I think are better than others, certainly. But you know what? You could sharpen all of these and have them let people help themselves, and I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. Hotel Belclair. Don't know where that is, but they had some pencils made. This one's actually quite nice. I don't know, again, maybe I see, there's some paint flaws here. And I guess if they're doing a job for a customer, they want everything right. But again, you know what? I think it's a smart move to, what else are you going to do with these pencils? Certainly would be a waste to discard them, especially when, you know, schools and so many other applications could certainly put them to good use. And again, you know, you have a pencil, you know, like this, where it was a mishap with the ferrule, and I think if we just put it in our sharpener here, okay, now we've got a pencil with no problem. Anyways, so if you are we're ever curious about what those Factory Seconds boxes are really all about, take a gander here at this assortment, because I think this is probably fairly representative of what you're going to get when you get one, if you're so inclined. But anyways, this was fun, and it certainly, you know, glad I got one. And I appreciate you watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon here on Always Analog.